Welcome everyone to HFN. Today is January the 2nd, 2020. And this is the video about you need to sell your Bitcoin right now. We have another dissenter, someone who is going against Bitcoin, saying that it is a pyramid scheme, that it is all a scam, joining the camp with Peter Schiff. No, I'm just playing. I'm on the Bitcoin camp. I'm on the bandwagon, and I'm definitely not telling each and every one of you to sell your Bitcoin. It just goes to show that there's varying opinions on the true value of Bitcoin. It seems as if you can't actually touch it, it has no value. And that's what many economists who fall under that traditional notion as to what value really is, they're getting it all wrong. We're going to talk about that today on this video, because this article is talking about one economist that's saying that Bitcoin is a pyramid scheme and it has no real utility. If this is your first time watching our video, hit that subscribe button, like and share the video. Join us on our other social media platforms at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then on our website at HueFinancial.com, because it's our purpose to give you all the news according to the charts and show you how to trade different. Now, this article just came out today from Z Crypto. Okay. And I had to show you all this because this is another individual that we need to mark as one who did not believe Bitcoin. And I cannot pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try, but we're going to give him a nickname called Cap. Okay. Even though Bitcoin boasts of unmatched returns on the investment since its beginning, everyone doesn't believe in Bitcoin. Here's the most recent one now. Let's add him to the camp of Peter Schiff. Cap. He's the chief economist for the online lending marketplace for LendingTree. I wonder why he doesn't believe in Bitcoin. Maybe because he can't lend it out. It's a pyramid scheme. You only make money based on people who enter after you. Now that could not be further from the truth. Only means that there's no other way that you can make money in Bitcoin. But Bitcoin can be utilized for many other purposes. One of them could be for a medium of exchange. You and I can transact Bitcoin for goods and services. It just haven't taken place yet. We have one individual who is not as bashing against Bitcoin as Cap is. He works for Bruderman Asset Management. He is the chief market strategist. His name is Oliver Perch. He's a little bit more positive. He believes that while some good can come out of the crypto investment, it shouldn't be completely relied upon. He owns, talking about Oliver, he owns several cryptocurrencies. He got in around 2016 to 2017. He just bought them for equal weight. There's something here. He just don't know what it is. Are you serious? Oliver also mentions that Bitcoin should be put in the speculative category because it has a wild ride, referring to the King's coin volatility. And everyone can attest to that Bitcoin is in fact very volatile. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't have any value. And it doesn't mean that it's a pyramid scheme. Yes, Bitcoin did in fact have a beginning. What about the dollar? Did it not have a beginning? And what about the ones who issued the dollar? They will continually make money until that fiat currency crashes. The Federal Reserve literally have an open printing press to where they are allowed to make as much money as they want to, while everyone else seemingly has to go out and labor for that same paper. Even with the comment from Oliver, Cap is still unmoved. He asked that thousands of people are working on Bitcoin and there's still no real use. Is he serious? He has not been involved in the cryptocurrency space for him to say that people have been utilizing Bitcoin and there's still no real use. To Cap, Bitcoin is a scam. To Cap, let me add that he's seriously mistaken. Bitcoin grants each and every individual sovereign immunity from fiat currency, transparency, security. And now we have another economist going against Bitcoin. I'm not surprised. You shouldn't be neither. I mean, when a new kid comes on the block, he has to be tested. It has to be tried through the fire. And these old school economists, Peter Schiff, Cap, and many others are bashing Bitcoin simply because it's the new kid on the block. But guess what? I want to ask the question to Cap. If Bitcoin has no real utility and that is a pyramid scheme, tell me, why did Bitcoin have a 9 million% rise from 2010 to 2020? It has gone from zero to hero. This is the digital gold since 2017. He cannot explain the value that Bitcoin has versus all the other assets and commodities of the world. There has never been any asset class that has seen that type of percentage gain since its launch. It's so much of a staggering figure that Bloomberg even had to recognize that Bitcoin's 9 million% rise keeps all the skeptics, they're flabbergasted. They are confused, and Cap is in that same camp. He's so confused that he has to come up with some reason as to why Bitcoin is not valuable, as to why Bitcoin has no utility. The utility of Bitcoin and many other cryptocurrencies is lying in the shadows. And once the world fiat currency collapses, guess what? Bitcoin and many other cryptocurrencies will replace it. And then you'll see Cap with a different story. From Bitcoin has no real utility to Bitcoin is now the safe haven of the world. So even though the thumbnail mentioned that you needed to sell your Bitcoin, that's what Cap wants you to do. And who knows? He may be even on the other side buying your selling of Bitcoin. For us, we're not telling you to do that, but rather look at this figure right there. And many other people are still saying that we're in the first innings of this cryptocurrency space. And as we continue to go out through 2020, all the way to 2030, a lot's going to happen in the world with the financial economy, and as well as a replacement of fiat currency. So for us, we're just telling you to hang on to your seat. This 9 million% rise, it's going to be a lot bigger once the world recognizes the true utility that Bitcoin has. All right. So what we're going to do, we are going to give you all our update price forecast in Bitcoin, as we always do in our videos, to give you our expectations into the market. And as you can tell from our last video, which was right here on the 28th of December, we were looking for Bitcoin to move higher, and it did the next following day. Even in that video, go back and check it out on our playlist. We stated that we would have to TP the market around $7,400 because you can tell clearly that this area in Bitcoin was resistance. And we got even more confirmation on the 29th of December that that's still the case. So I'm not surprised to see this market in Bitcoin moving lower after we completed our video on the 28th. Hopefully you was able to grab that $7,400 TP area out the market before Bitcoin continued to see lower prices. So $7,400, would have been about 0.8% profit into the market. I know it's minuscule, but hey, it's profit prior to the market loss from our previous forecast. Profit is profit. You could have gotten a little bit higher, which is around 2.5%. Now we need to talk about Bitcoin. And again, we have been expecting this market in Bitcoin to really consolidate in this consolidation of range that we got going on our price chart. But of late, the daily time frame, we have seen some changes occur. And that's including today's trading day. It was very important and crucial for Bitcoin to stay above $7,150 or even $7,100. We are definitely breaking below that today in our trading. So that confirmation that we've seen from the 24th and then once again on the 29th all indicates that the market in Bitcoin is still giving us a lot of weakness in this consolidation of range. So the long-term view in Bitcoin is not a positive one to see those higher prices. The market in Bitcoin have seen numerous opportunities from a weekly perspective to break out of $7,800 to $8,000, and it hasn't done it yet. The longer that we wait and trade within this range, the less likely it is that Bitcoin will move higher. And we're telling you that right now. Our opportunity for us to grab to see Bitcoin move higher was right here on the 23rd of December, the week of. That was our opportunity to see this market move higher. And with the price action that we're getting today, I am getting even less confident that the market in Bitcoin is going to be moving higher. All right. So daily time frame, you guys can tell that this weakness is still coming into this particular space. The market in Bitcoin may actually try to move higher. But here, looking out on the 4-hour chart, the market in Bitcoin cannot even break above $7,000. So we are still seeing weakness in the market in Bitcoin. And that's how we're going to play this currency. All right. And we are going to play it to continue to see some lower prices. Now, again, TP, under the presumption that we do see some strength coming to the market, would be at $6,900 because the market has already came and bounced and touched it. So we know that that is at least a viable area to find some buyers coming to the market. But the long term and the weekly time frame, like we just talked about, all is gearing towards that continuation of movement to the downside. So that's what we're going to play with in the market in Bitcoin, is that continuation of movement lower now. But TP is going to be around $6,900. So we need to look at the market in Bitcoin as we continue to see it trade over the next couple of hours to see if it's going to hold $6,900 once again. But the daily time frame, weekly time frame, all indicates that this market in Bitcoin in the long term is still weak. Okay, our opportunity for us to see those higher prices did not play out on the weekly time frame in Bitcoin. So this is it. Questions, comments, as always, we're here. Let us know with a comment in the comment section of this video. Make sure you always maintain your profitability, and I will see you all on the next one.